Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku prayer. Please stand. 高馬原に神様ります。カムロギカムロミのみこともちてすめりおやかむいざなぎのみことつぶしのひむかの立ち花のおどのあぎはらにみそぎはらいたもうときになりまする荒いどの神たちもろもろのまがごとすみけがれをいたまい清めたまいとまをすことのよしを天つかみ国つかみやおよろずの神たちともに雨のふちこまの耳くり立ててきこしめせとかしこみもまおす弥勒おみかみ守りたまえ先はえたまえ弥勒おみかみ守りたまえ先はえたまえ教えみよしの神守りたまえ先はえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はえたまえくんながらたまちはえませくんながらたまちはえませGreat God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us, radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive brief Johrei. Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. God's plan. How can God's great plan to dispel humanity's errors and purify the universe be perceived by our limited human sight? For thousands of years, for eons, God has waited for the right time. It has arrived. God's plan is being fulfilled. God's great plan for paradise on earth must begin somewhere, with a small prototype in the material world. Our goal is to construct paradise on earth. This ideal world is about to be. According to the revelation I received, the foundation of paradise on earth has already been established in the spiritual realm. Therefore, there is no doubt that it will materialize on earth in the near future. What a fortunate time it is in which we have been born. The thought of this fills us with joy. How might it occur? Suppose someone wished to build a magnificent home in the place of an existing structure. The old house first has to be taken down. Some of the building blocks of that house, such as lumber, can be used again for the new building, but only after they have been selected, washed clean, shaved with a plane, and polished. The same principle is involved in the construction of paradise on earth. Thus, even though some events that will happen may seem unreasonable, illogical, unproductive, or even destructive from a human perspective, please understand that what is actually happening is a major purification of an accumulation of clouds. It is all part of the profound plan of God and cannot be judged with our limited perception. We will and remaining God's will and remaining we should act with humility, being careful not to question God's will and remaining faithful. No matter what circumstances arise, whether unprecedented, unusual, or destructive, it is important to keep our peace of mind. This is possible only for those who have deep faith and trust in God. In the meantime, we should enjoy life and wait for the right time, leaving the final outcome in God's hands.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for praying along with us for world peace. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Aide Figueiredo da Silva. She's from the Tabuão Johrei Center in São Paulo. Aide has been a Johrei member for 5 years. She was guided by her boss, who is also a great friend of hers. At that time, she had been diagnosed with nephrotic syndrome, a chronic kidney disease characterized by the loss of the kidney's capacity to retain proteins. She experienced swellings, gray skin, and numerous cramps episodes. Aide began to frequent the Johrei Center assiduously, and by receiving Johrei regularly, her health condition significantly improved. Grateful for recovering her health, she felt inspired to channel the sacred light of Johrei to others. Thus, she was allowed to join our faith in June of 2017. Aide began channeling Johrei at home, dedicated herself weekly at the Johrei Center, and after some time, she was invited to become a family assistant, providing religious assistance in the homes of members and regular visitors of the Johrei Center. She had the opportunity to live several experiences that solidified her faith. In 2021, her son too, who lives in another state, began attending our church and has already expressed the desire to join our faith. Aide kept having medical follow-ups to monitor her kidney disease, and in February of this year, 2022, she received a great miracle. After another routine exam, she was discharged as her kidney disease was no longer present within her. Extremely grateful to God and Meishu-sama, Aide couldn't contain her emotion, and in tears, she expressed her gratitude for the great miracle granted to her. Aide learned the importance of manifesting constant commitment to dedications, as well as to keep providing religious assistance, which helped her through the period of her major purification. Aide now commits herself to continue giving service with much love and gratitude, aiming at the salvation of many people. Thank you very much for attending this morning service, the Miroku Association headquarters, for listening to this faith experience. I wish you a most wonderful day.
This brings to a conclusion our morning service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed day.